let's look at this. Mike Flynn was on InfoWars because on the Alex Jones show on InfoWars because there's so many shows on InfoWars these days. It's hard to even catch up. This is called the New World Order Interrupted. Now, the New World Order, for those of you that don't know, is in opposition to the old world order, which was dictatorships, theocracies, monarchies fighting and using human beings for cannon fodder in an ever-increasing imperialist attempt to own the globe. And the New World Order is a alliance of liberal democracies and free countries trying to trade with each other and exchange with each other in peace and harmony. I know it sounds horrifying. It's a nightmare. But obviously only so we can get everybody together so we can microchip them. Clearly. Now, I'm sure there'll be an ad on this one. Let's see. Yep, there's an ad. Liberals are furious that Trump supporters get this Trump wristwatch for free. I'm furious. Because it's a piece of shit and they'll be late for everything. And the only thing worse than dealing with a MAGA person.
Seeing play out in
all of what we're saying. The only thing worse than dealing with a MAGA person is when they're late and you still have to deal with them.
Europe right now is an upsetting of the balance of the world order as they want it, as people like Dr. Harari, as people like Klaus Schwab and others. Bill Gates is another one. So we have
all these people who like it when they can fly to another country and have meetings and the country still exists. Their home country exists when they come back. Weird shit like that. But yeah, Bill Gates only built all these computers and stuff so they could track us all and create a one world Earth government so that he can just push a button and we all die. I'm still trying to figure out what Bill Gates is trying to accomplish. I don't know. Obviously he's a lizard. I guess that's all we need to know.
Understand that these are people that are very smart. They're very well
resourced. They obviously know who needs to live and who needs to die. They're not dumb like you, Alex, and like me. We're just we're pawns in this little chess game.
Yep. And they have a very sort of strategic idea of how they want to see the world develop. And God and a soul are not part of that strategy.
Dun, dun, dun. That's right. It's all about destroying souls. This is, sorry, one second. May I? Let's see. I'll grab this guy right here. And then we'll grab this thing. And then we'll just scratch this out. I don't care. I'm not showing a link. Blow me.
And then I saw this article in Rome.
Yeah, I saw this article in highlights for kids at the dentist's office. It's the only dentist I could find that isn't linked to the DARPA.
Stone, and without even looking, because I don't watch CNN, but it came up in my feed.
Yeah, I mean, it just came up in my feed. I mean, I watch my feed, but Biden escalates the Drudge Report. Okay, the Drudge Report wasn't really a big deal, and now he's escalated the Drudge Report. It's now the Drudge Retort.
Ian and others are all demonizing General Flynn, former head of Defense Intelligence, former national security advisor to Trump. Great guy.
Yeah, salt of the earth. Great, super dude. Really fun to be around. I mean, he took an oath to a cult that has designs on the destruction of the country. And, but other than that, I mean, real mention, obviously wanted to interrupt the peaceful transfer of power in the premier democracy on the planet. But, really just a friendly, I mean, if you really get to know him, he'll probably eventually come around to thinking you're a lizard and try to kill you. But almost, all right.
The earth, my spidey sense is always 100%. It just says this guy's the best.
Yeah, your spidey sense is 100%. Yeah. I've hung out with Alex Jones. Alex Jones didn't care for me. So maybe there's something to this. He didn't decide that till later, though. So maybe this is bullshit.
Plus, his actions are great. But
yeah, you should see his action figure.
out and decried this war and said it was bad on all sides, but pointed out why it happened, which is the reality.
Yeah, it's bad on all sides, but why it happened is right. Which means he's saying fucking nothing and excusing it, essentially. By saying it's bad on all sides, that's how you go, you know, well, I mean, the Jews they weren't a lot of banks. It was upsetting to the German people. I'm not saying it's warranted, but there's a lot of blame to go around. That kind of shit.
And then he said,
can I come on your show? You can just do it from your garage with your folding capital room divider.
Play the clip here in a moment, that this is Bill Gates and George Soros' New World Order in trouble, and that the new...
Yeah, but that's what a lunatic would say. I mean, at this point, I would trust more. Honest to God, can we just have Gary Busey on to translate?
The order is falling apart because of what Putin did. Now,
yeah, the New World Order is falling apart because of Putin. He fucked it up. What now? Did he fuck it up because he was part of it, or did he fuck up because he wasn't part of it? And if he wasn't part of it, maybe there's something good to it since he's an asshole. So if Putin's not part of the New World Order and he's a murderous fucking clown who kills or jails his opposition and has sent people to be honestly, he's the MBS of Russia in a lot of ways. If he's awful, is there not some is the enemy of my enemy my friend when it comes to the New World Order, Alex? Is that where you're going? No.
All these CNN, MSNBC, Rolling Stone, a bunch of them said, "Oh my God, he's a Russian agent, arrest him." They literally said that. He just said that Putin's fighting the New World Order.
Yeah, they didn't say arrest him for that. It's because he was part of January 6th, fucko. Nobody cares what he actually says. You can say whatever the fuck you want in this country. But when you break the law, that's like, hey, this guy actually coordinated some of the attacks on the fucking Capitol, and he's game to do it again. The New World Order, yip yap, is just part of that. You have to understand, Alex, not everybody is bullshitting about this just to make money. There are some lunatic true believers who might actually try to make good on this fuckery.
Biden said it 8 days ago.
Right. Yeah, a new liberal world order. It's a good thing.
Biden said last weekend, like what, last Friday, so 8 days ago.
Oh my God, he said the word that I've always said is bad, and he said it like it's good. Now, what that could mean one of two things. It means two of one thing. This could mean three of two things. Either Biden said something that was bad, or he pointed out that everything I say is bad, or that I'm know better and know he's saying something good, but I just say it's bad so that I can sell prepper food to a bunch of fucking nudniks, and I'm friends with other people who actually believe this bullshit, because if I'm not, they'll kill me.
7 days ago, whatever it is, Friday before last.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, in the New World Order, there are no clocks. There are no calendars. There are no days. Every day ends in Y. It's just today. It's like Groundhog Day with communism. With nothing, we don't even get donuts to eat, and we never learn to play piano.
Said, we're a new world order, and Russia's broken the new world order, so now we've got to lead the new world order, and he admitted that, and then Flynn comes out.
Is that how he said it? Did he go, duh? I don't remember when Biden did this, but I mean, this is one of the best Biden impersonations I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen. They were broken. I don't broke a new order.
Yeah, say what you want, but this invasion by Putin has really shooken up their new world order, and they go, oh.
The liberal world order. He said liberal world order.
My God, you are such a commie.
Yeah, that's what they said. You are such a commie. That's why the former KGB guy who wants to reconstitute the USSR is against you. Because he knows better than anyone that capitalism is the way, which is why he's a crony capitalist gangster mafia type. What?
Michael Flynn says Putin's Ukraine invasion is disrupting Bill Gates' new.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fucko, what was that file you just put up on, somebody just put up on screen? That's what I want to know.
You are such a commie. Michael Flynn says Putin's Ukraine.
Hang out. All right, where's my screen grab of this? Alex, why are you hiding his face with files from your computer? Why is Hunter Biden's laptop contents on your hard drive? Who's moving this shit around? Do you not have control over your screens?
It is disrupting Bill Gates' New World Order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a terrible notion. Hold on one second, if I may. Let's see. I obviously need this guy. And then we take this guy. Mm-hmm. I've got you just where I want you, Mr. Jones. Yes. You thought this whole time that I was actually your friend. But now I've got you exactly where I want you. Yes, it's true. I've been behind the New World Order the whole time, because only people who are part of the New World Order would try to destroy the New World Order. That's exactly what we'd want you to think. Also, I'm a lizard.
Someone like Vladimir Putin has upset the balance of the New World Order, and they're trying to achieve.
Michael Flynn says Putin's Ukraine invasion is disrupting Bill Gates' New World Order. I'm sorry, so you weren't quoting Biden then with the New World Order. So you're actually quoting Flynn. It's fine. InfoWars, you're gonna fuck up sometimes. You're gonna mix up the president of the United States and this dipshit who's unemployed.
Going to Ukraine, the former national security.
I'm kidding. He's self-employed selling QAnon t-shirts.
As I said, that's completely true. That's not an endorsement.
Yeah, guys, it's completely true. It is. Fellas, it's just true. It's written. Just see it? What, you want me to show it to you again? We have a camera in the ceiling. What more do you need?
Putin.
What do you mean? You need the name of the publication, the purpose of the article, the content of the conversation, and the context with which it was. New World Order.
It's what happened. It's what, hell, Biden's been honest about that.
Oh my God. It's what happened. He's been honest about it. Which, of course, means he's being dishonest about it. Because that's how the New World Order works. If they tell you they're for the New World Order, they're against the New World Order. And if they tell you, all right.
But they think you're so stupid that he actually just tells you what's going on, so he's bad.
What? Huh? They think the audience is so stupid. All right, he was pointing to Flynn when he said you're so stupid, and I thought Flynn was actually on this, but apparently he's just playing clips.
Vladimir Putin has now upset this balance of the New World Order that they were trying to achieve by going into Ukraine, and and I'm probably the last person that's going to be a Putin apologist.
But give me a second.
But what I do understand are the dynamics that are playing out in Ukraine right now.
Yeah.
And I sent you something earlier, Clay, and we don't need to go into the details of it, but
yeah, you don't need the details of the situation. Because if we got into the details of what I sent you, it would show that I'm apologizing for Putin. But anyways,
all of what
Clay,
we are seeing play out in Europe right now is an upsetting of the balance of the world order as they.
Yeah. Are we playing this shit
as
again?
people like Dr. Harari, as people like Klaus Schwab and others. Bill Gates is another one. So we have to understand that these are people that are very smart. They're very well resourced, and they have a very sort of strategic idea of how they want to see the world develop. And God and a soul are not part of that strategy.
Yeah, but if God exists and the soul exists, they don't really have a choice, do they? Right? Also, you're wearing Apple headphones. You didn't think maybe they might be on the take, Tim Apple? Might be part of them, they. Only they know who is them.
Total truth.
Total truth. I mean, what more do you... Okay, total truth. I got that. Yep. Yeah, article in Rolling Stone. So somebody like Vladimir Putin has upset this balanced new world order, and they're trying to achieve by going into... They were trying to achieve by going into Ukraine. We weren't going into Ukraine. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you mean doing business with them. All right.
And so they fund all the attacks on Flynn. I mean, this is a world...
Wait a minute. Hold on. They do not. I mean, I don't attack him. I just mock him incessantly and infer, or I guess allow for the inference thereof that he's a traitorous prick. But I don't necessarily attack him. But when I do it, I'm not getting a Soros check for that. Bill Gates couldn't give fuck one. Honestly, I feel very upset about that. And Tim Apple, where are you? Carrying this all on my own back.
New World Order, and what Putin is doing is messing that up. Whether you're for Putin or not, that's what's happening. And Biden...
Yeah, I know. I have the money. Look, I don't know. Certainly. This doesn't look like a man who's phoning it in, who's making it up as he goes along, who's found himself at a crossroads in his life of nothing and no one. Alone on a road that he's not even sure leads to anywhere, and that might be fine with him. Nowhere, man, please listen. Will you stop all your bitching? Nowhere, man. The world wants you in a can. All right.
Says, this is upending the New World Order. And then Flynn goes, yeah, it's upending the New World Order. Oh, my God, you're a Russian agent.
What? That's not why. The conclusions that are being drawn here are tenuous at best. I'm just, as conspiracy theories go, this is pretty weak shit. I mean, you literally have the invocation of the New World Order by a former NSA, I mean, the shortest serving NSA head in American history, but still, he was in the White House. He was doing the job for 28 days or whatever the fuck it was, right? You're right. That is Prince Albert in a can. They went, he's a real nowhere man, sitting on his golden can, shitting out a bunch of crap for nobody. You have to understand, like, Alex Jones is talking about the fact that they're, like, the Chinese have already cloned people and are growing organs, and they have android crossover humanoids that will fight wars for them. And so, like, and he's talking about Rolling Stone articles in his fucking garage. How far the mighty have fallen. Dude, I mean, after all these years, Alex Jones is at the exact same, technically, if I wanted to be on Rumble, I could, but he can't be on YouTube anymore. So I think I'm winning. I'm actually ahead of you on this one, buddy. And I think this is it's his real show. 657 views. Ouch. 169 rumbles. People aren't, they're not. Mike Flynn's not the star you think he is. You're going to need to get Sidney Powell. She knows she speaks cuckoo.
Because you're telling the truth. It's ridiculous. If there was footage of Russians executing prisoners and blowing their genitals off with handguns, We would say that's wrong.
Yes, we would say that was wrong. There's footage of Russian soldiers executing prisoners and blowing their genitals off. We would say that's wrong. Right. And?
I'm sure the Russians probably are doing some things that are wrong.
Yeah, but they aren't blowing people's down. I mean, they're spraying polonium in people's faces. It's a much more classy thing than blowing their balls off. I mean, honestly. A man has to have a line. It's just not done anymore. Now, you can spray the occasional poison in someone's face. You can certainly put a little bit of polonium in their tea and tip up are you enjoying your tea, Mr. Bond? It's a good time. Everyone can enjoy themselves. There's not a problem at all. It's got some class, some dignity, some poise, some grace. It's a real job. Something you can sink your teeth into. Not this up against the wall, I'm going to blow you Johnson all over the cement. What kind of... I mean, they shoot him in the crotch and it looks like a Hunter Biden painting.
It's like, I'm not part of the Democratic Party. I'm not a Republican Party minion. I'm not under Putin. I'm not under George Soros. I'm trying to tell the truth and promote justice. And we're supposed to just join one side or the other in this.
Oh, he was channeling Mike Flynn just then. He wasn't speaking as himself, just to be clear. That this is poor Mike Flynn, he's just pleading with you guys. He's screaming out. He's like, I don't know, he's like a modern Winston Churchill, you know what I mean?
Winston Churchill stood on the rooftops in London, very calm, making speeches. Winston Churchill.
Right. Yeah, like Winston Churchill is like a Mike Flynn 1.0 beta.
I'm in the Jesus Christ party. I'm in the Christian.
Citation needed, fucko. For the record, Jesus healed the sick by a laying on of hands. He did not sell them dick pills with traces of lead in them. When people say they want to get a little lead in their pencil, that's not what they're talking about.
I'm in the survival party. I'm in the civilization party.
What? How are these overlapped? The fuck does the Jesus survival civilization... No, survivalist and civilization are kind of opposing ideas. The survivalists want to tear down society. You can't be Ted Kaczynski and Elon Musk, fucko.
I'm in the love party, folks. But that means I'll...
Uh-oh. I'm in the love party, folks. Yes, nothing says love party like an asshole in his garage with pictures of a building that he wants raided by MAGA supporters and a bunch of paper in front of him, sweating and screaming about Mike Flynn. That's the love party. The love party. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do ca.
Stand up strongly for what I believe in and defend my family in that process.
You're getting a divorce. You're lying in the process. What are you talking? And you're sitting down. I mean, metaphorically standing up. I get it. But it's amazing how much standing up he does sitting down.
The globalists are collapsing the world economy by design. They brag about it. They're using this as the pretext, and the virus and the lockdowns. It's the Great Reset, and we've got to expose it.
All right, asshole. You can't grab the wheel while we're talking Mike Flynn and yank it into Glenn Beck's lane. It's not done.
We're going to start the next hour, and boy, do we have a lot to cover. There's so many big...
Yeah, there's a lot of paper on my desk.
We haven't even hit yet on the economy.
I mean, look at all this shit. And I don't want you to think I'm just phoning this in because every day is exactly like the last.
And on the Supreme Court nominee, and on the war, and on the pedophile rings, and just the open parents locked out of middle.
The open parents locked out of middle schools. Sorry, the pedophile rings. There's a lot
on the war and on the pedophile rings and just the
Sure.
open parents locked out of middle schools and elementary schools while they teach children about sex acts, and it's in the news, and there's a Texas...
This is like if like an alien symbiote took human form, like a really shitty version of Starman, but they fell into a pile of old newspapers and got everything they know about humanity just from whatever headlines ended up stuck on their faces, and they could read them backwards in a mirror when they saw their face. By the way, what kind of rings do pedophiles exchange? Is it that father-daughter promise ring bullshit which creeps me the fuck out? Or are you talking about something on a bathtub?
Investigation by the governor going on. I mean, even I can't believe it's gotten to this point. And it's going to get a lot crazier.
What are you talking about? How do you get a lot crazy? You were talking about like reptilian fucking organ farms where they're making human-animal hybrids in China, and they're already walking around as part of society, and they have rights. The fuck you talking about? This is a huge dial down. This is, you know, positively fucking quaint by comparison to some of his old stuff. Right? Wait, that's it? Hey, fucking add it. What are these? Okay, they went to break. All right, so here's the... I go to the back. No, they play the clip again. Hold on, banned video, and then this is the ad. I'm on a tank and doing a thing. We're gonna stand here.
You were born for this, and people are really waking up right.
Hey, remember when people thought this was a good idea?
But we had to build our own infrastructure because of the censorship.
Yeah, we had to. Please fund us. All right, this is just a fucking ad. Blow me. That fucking ego bullshit. Watch this. Here's our ad. Buy our shit. Get gear. Yeah. Let's go, Brandon Middle Fingers. So you can. This is, by the way, if you don't know, this is what they use instead of toilet paper at InfoWars. I'm never using their bathroom again. That's that.